Alright, so yesterday I got my Modern Drive Line hydraulic clutch kit in the mail. So I just wanted to show you all what comes in it. Also got the pedals too, because my car was an automatic. So I guess we'll start. It's this. The first thing I gotta do is modify the firewall for this bracket to fit. I'll show you that in a minute. But this is all what comes with. It came in the box. So it came with the bleeder kit, all the hardware, your reservoir, got a keychain and a sticker, the instructions, the backing plate. Here's a hydraulic clutch, the AN fitting on there. So the only thing I thought that was interesting was, I don't know, it's got milling on the backside or some kind of manufacturing thing. I don't know. I don't know why it's ground down. I don't know what was there, or if it's part of another, if it's the same one they use for other kits that they have to take out. So, and then these holes are different size. So this one, obviously, you can see. Get this camera to focus. Anyways, look at it. That hole's obviously been drilled, and that one hasn't. But these are threaded, so the bolts obviously go in there. They obviously go in those two. I don't know if it was so that it sits there properly or whatever. There is play. Even with a small hole, it'll move around, but I guess that's so you can get it lined up right, or I don't know, just how they do it. I haven't called them an ass, but anyways, so that's what it is. And then there's the GM pedals. So what I'm talking about over here is this right here. That needs to be cut off probably from there to there, because on this back side of this plate it won't sit flush because that's where it touches. So that's what I got to cut. So I got to cut probably all this out. So I'm going to take this plate off. The plate is split that goes around the steering column. Take that plate out and see what I need to cut. Either cut it all off or just make notches and then bend it down, cut it that way. I don't know, so we'll see. But yeah, that's what's all in it, and that's what I'm working on today because it's raining. Alright, so I did some cutting, and then I did some filing, and now boom, the plate sits flat. Woohoo! So, and then the doubler, or the firewall plate, will go in there on the back side, and actually it already lines up with these three holes, these bolt holes, so I know that works. There you go. That's awesome. Alright, so here's the first issue I've ran into with this Modern Drive Line adapter plate. Is this plate is threaded, and the bolts protrude out that long or that far, so that bolt hits right here where this bolt goes for this plate on the back side. So when you put it in there, this bolt is sitting on that bolt attachment point right there. So I'm obviously not going to modify that. I'll have to get a shorter bolt here, or put washers on this side and stack it out. Before I do that, I got lots of washers. So that's the first issue I've ran into. So if you're doing a 70 Chevelle or El Camino, that's something you'll have to deal with. Unless obviously, if you already have, I guess maybe a manual. I don't know. It might be the same, they might not. Alright, so I didn't have any washers that were good sizes, so I just took a nut, and then I drilled out the threads because I don't have any standard threads like this. So I just drilled out the middle of that nut. So that's basically a spacer, and now it sits flush and doesn't touch that attachment point back there. So this one's fine, obviously, so we're good to go. Alright, here's an update. I got the pedal box out because I'm having clearance issues from that hole to that side of the bracket. There's not enough room, how close that is, to put the bolt for the hydraulic clutch. So, alright, let's see. I dropped the steering column. I didn't remove it all the way, I didn't pull it out. I didn't need to. I just took this bracket off right here and dropped the steering wheel down enough to pull the pedal box out so I can work on that, clean it up, sand it, paint it, and then modify, probably cut or modify something so that I can get the clearance I need right here for that to go. So that's what I'm working on. And then do some cleaning up in here too. Alrighty folks, update on the pedal box. So I stripped it, sanded it, cleaned it, all that stuff. Rust-Oleum self-etching primer and semi-gloss Rust-Oleum. Wasn't happy with that paint, but it's just like wet still. I don't know. Anyways, so put her back together. Called OPGI. They rock. They're awesome. I love their catalogs, all that stuff. They sent me a whole bunch of new stuff. Let's see. First, I want to talk about what I had to do. So the issue recap. The issue I was having was these threads were hitting on the side of the pedal box right here. So what I had to do, which was I did it terribly, but it worked out. I had an angle grinder, so that's all I could do. Grinded it out so that it can fully travel. So cut way too much off there, but it's good. It'll work. It hits that pedal stop, and then now we're lined up good here. Or as the push rod to the hydraulic clutch will go. So we're all good. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, got new pedal stops there. I should have got a brake spring, a return spring. I forgot about that. Got the new brake light switch retainer clip. What else? I got all new bushings for the pedals and the clutch. Need 4 of them. Got new clutch pad and brake pad. I love that with the chrome in there. I'm just gonna leave it blue because I think that's cooler. So, anyways, so that's what I had to do. Also, the threads on one of these were messed up, so I took a fine file and filed that thread down, so now I can get 4 nuts on there instead of 3. So she is looking good. So that's what I had to do. I got this kit obviously like from other videos from Modern Drive Line, and I did have to bend the clutch pedal. It was too far out, so I had to bend it with a vise, move it in, but it still would not fit. And the guy was really awesome. He sent me pictures and everything of other people's setups, and this is how it's supposed to be. For whatever reason, if it was this pedal box or something with the clutch pedal itself, this is what I had to do. So it works. So hopefully in a day or two I can get it installed in the car and we'll see how it looks. Alrighty, check it out. I got the pedal box back in with everything set up. So let's see here. The column was a son of a gun. I actually put this on backwards, so this curved edge goes to the back side, I guess to protect wires or something like that. So I got my brake light switch put back in. The only thing I don't have on there is the brake pedal spring, because it was mounted like really weird, but I gotta figure out where to put that. But if you look at it, I got a pretty straight clutch rod angle. That's the best I can do. I could always put some washers on that side and have it go that way a little bit more. It looks like it's going to hit that, hit where the brake light switch bracket is, but actually it's that far away, even up top. It just doesn't look like it. So I got room to move over to the right if I need to, but it works. Pretty awesome. So I'm getting somewhere. So I just had to notch, like I said, just had to notch that, where is that? There's a good view of it. Let me get a flashlight for you. just had to notch that pedal box. So if anyone else has doing the 4-speed, 5, 6-speed conversion and your clutch kit thing doesn't work, notch your pedal box. It works, so don't even touch it. As you can see up there. Ta-da! So there you go.